I was not easy to settle. I was always doing something, experimenting with a lot of things as well. Alcohol at a very, very early age. If I was anxious in late primary school, I was even more anxious going into high school. There was a number of kids from my school that wound up going to my high school. So I carried a bit of that reputation with me, that bad kid who would do stupid things to get attention sort of thing. Met a guy that actually trained him, and we became sort of friends, associates, and he introduced me to ice. And I actually remember him saying, we're sitting in his car and I've got my arm out. I'd never used needles, really. I'd probably used them once or twice, but I couldn't do it myself. And I've got my arm out and he's about to put the needle in, and he looks at me and he says, "This is the worst thing I could do to you." Honestly, he goes, "This is the worst thing I could do to you." And he stuck the needle in my arm and filled me full of ice. Of course, I had my nirvana moment. I thought I'd found the real God after that. We're at a friend's place. I had just used, and a friend had said to me, "How do you feel?" Like, I was chatty and all the rest of it. "How do you feel?" I said, "Fantastic." He said, "Go and have a look in the mirror at what you think, and tell me what you think you feel like then." And I've trotted off to the bathroom, looked in the mirror, and I can see this pale white skin with black eyes, black sunken eyes, sunken temples, sunken cheeks, and really looked like a skull wrapped in plastic. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. You're pretending that you've got control over these substances. You don't, right? You can look at how many times it's gone wrong for you over the period that you've used, and you can work out for yourself that the percentages are stacked against you, right? You're having a handful of good times compared to a plethora of bad times. Every occasion you drink, you use a drug, you smoke a cigarette. So it robs you of any other emotion that you could feel. And here you've got going to the pub and getting hammered. That's your culture. It's not a culture. It's moronic.